YouTube, what up, man? Good afternoon. Happy New Year's Eve. Um, Today I want to talk about got a question yesterday just about how do you know if like you're ready to be an owner operator? And to be honest, I feel like if like you've been driving for a while or like my case at least like 18 months, you kind of are like prepared to be like a owner operator. Because once like you get the equipment, you're able to start working. So basically what it like comes down to is, and why I say like been driving for a little bit is because once you kind of know like what areas you like want to travel, where like you're comfortable being at, which like you'll learn through which you'll learn through like working for a company. You'll find out like, do you like being more local? Do you like being like OTR? Do you like regional? Whatever. For example, me, when I started trucking, I was working for JB Hunt doing a like semi-local account. And through there, like most of our trips were like Wisconsin to Minnesota, Wisconsin to Iowa. Um, and to be honest, what I loved most was like Iowa because where I stayed at was heading towards Iowa. Um, Iowa was like no tolls. It was way less like law enforcement, way less way stations. So things like that I kind of developed just over time doing those runs like for like JB Hunt, like on that like flatbed account that I was on. So when I started my own like trucking company, like being an owner operator, I really gravitated more towards the the lanes going to Iowa from Wisconsin, just because it was just less hectic, it was less traffic, it was just better like for me. But everybody else, it's way different. Like I've had people that I dispatch who love being East Coast. Like me personally, I hate East Coast because roads are thin, lots of traffic, usually a lot of tolls, things like that. But each person is just different. So when you're kind of trying to break down like, are you ready? Do you think you're ready? Like simple things to look at are financially, where are you at? Financially, are you able to take on the risk of a truck payment? Which like in later videos I'll tell you guys just about like financial ways to get money like for a down payment or whatever, like 0% loans that I've done that have their 0% interest, and credit really doesn't matter. Your like financial state like doesn't matter. So I'll do videos about that later, or if like you guys comment, let me know about that, like videos you want to see about that. But that stuff does matter. Something like that I like learned too. If like you're trying to like buy a home, probably don't start a trucking company right now because they go off of 2 years worth of tax returns. So me, I ended up buying like my house when I worked for a company, and then I 2 months later bought a truck and then got out here. But if you go buy a truck first and then start a trucking company or become an owner operator, then they'll go off of 2 years worth of tax returns. So you'll have to work 2 more years just to even get approved by a bank, like for a home loan. At least that was my situation. There's always different situations or like whatever, or banks that will take like that risk, but they're harder to find. So if you're trying to like purchase a house right now, then I'd probably say just wait till you purchase the house, then like get out here. Um, so that what else? So financial state, house. If you need insurance, then probably like shouldn't try and be an owner operator, because um entrepreneurship doesn't come with that peace of mind, like in terms of insurance. How I kind of did it is my wife, she's a teacher, so I kind of just always had her insurance, so I was able to just kind of be free in entrepreneurship. So, or like there's things that you like can like look at too, that where you can just pay for insurance out of pocket, but then once again, like that takes away from your bottom line. Um, that takes away from your bottom line when you're trying to um get past those like first 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 6 months, because not as many brokers will use you those first 6 months while you're in business. Just, I don't even know why. It's super stupid to me. But I know like TQL does. So that's kind of who I used a lot when I first started out, even though TQL is kind of thumbs down, but they do use new brokers. Um so I definitely say, like, if you need insurance, like make sure all of that stuff like is accounted for before you get out here. Um what else? If you have young kids and like you have to be home, then that clearly like plays a factor too. Because in that time where you're kind of still new and a lot of brokers won't use you, you can't really choose your routes as much as like you want to, because you're just a victim of whatever is available for you. So um just like how I said in the beginning of the video, like how I loved running Wisconsin to Iowa, but when I first started, the only broker like that I found that had like decent freight was doing a load from Madison to Shelbyville, Illinois, or Madison to Kenton, Ohio, which like I didn't love it because it was paying like $1,400 going down, which it is decent, but then going through Illinois, I was probably spending 150 of that per trip, just like in tolls. So I didn't really like love that, but I had to do that till like I had enough time under like my authority to be good. So those are just things that you need to account for when like thinking about it. And there's probably way more things as well. Those are just kind of things that are like right in my life, so I paid more attention to them. But I honestly do feel like if those things don't bother you, anytime is a good time to um start your like trucking company, become a owner operator. But something that's really important too is like finding a mentor too, because um there's just like so much money that I lost doing um trucking and becoming a owner operator because I just didn't know certain things, and so many people won't tell you. So my phone line always open, comment. I'll always respond, but that really does matter. Like having a mentor, knowing that knows like what's going on, like the new authority audit. Like nobody really told me about that. And when you get audited, right, in any situation, you're gonna always be nervous. But there's companies out here that help with compliance. Foley does it a lot. Um, Nobody really told me about factoring companies when I like got out here. So like there were just plenty things like that I really just like learned on my own. Then once I became a broker, I learned even more stuff because you start learning trucking as a whole, not just the like transactional pieces of it. Pick up a load, drop a load, get paid. So once I learned those things, then I started to like, I understand more. And to be honest, if I had this knowledge that I have now when I was a owner operator, then there's so many things that I would have done differently. Um, so like seek out those like mentors, find people that like want to like see you win, find people that want to see you do better, and just like hook like yourself like to those people, because there's good people out here. Trucking industry got a lot of good people. Don't be discouraged by the few um people like that, like don't like want to share information, look at you as competition or whatever, because there's like a lot of money, and this industry needs more owners always. But going into the industry just like uneducated, you won't get nowhere. Like I got people like that I know that purchase trucks and been, been paying insurance for 2 years and haven't even used it yet. So because they just don't understand, you have to gravitate towards people that can help you and help you move forward. Like that's super important. Like I always look at things like that, especially through my experience, because um in my city people weren't really doing trucking until I did it. So I had nobody to really like look to, nobody who was an owner operator. I got a homie like that helped me a lot. Um but like we just ran businesses differently. So just find people that can help like guide you. Um because that's like important. Like I probably put like that above anything. So yeah, just like checking in today, New Year's Eve. Um if y'all like have any questions, hit like that comment section, like, subscribe. Um Let me know like anything you want to know. Let me know whatever questions like you guys have. Just like tap in with me. Let me know. Um, I'll be posting content every day from all of 2025. So I'm here. Let me know. Happy New Year's Eve, man. Be safe. Be well. Happy Tuesday.